I'm so pleased that all of you are here to take time to commemorate the USS Oklahoma and her crew.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you just for a few moments at this hallowed place about this extraordinary day and how the story of the Oklahoma and the fate of its crew on the morning of December 7th, 1941 continues to be a source of inspiration for generation after generation of Americans. Americans inspired by their courage, a courage that has canonized our national identity, carved into our hearts the sacred value that we will not forget the sacrifice of our service members, that we will remember the men of the Oklahoma. We will remember this day, and we will honor them. 429 men of the USS Oklahoma were killed in the attack of December 7th. And of the 429 dead, 388 were unable to be identified, and regrettably were compelled to be buried as unknowns in the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific. But through persistent work from our historians, archivists, and scientists, and with the advent of DNA, we were, in 2015, granted permission by the Office of the Secretary of Defense to disinter these remains and begin the painstaking work of identifying them and restoring their names. And ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to say that in just 1 year, the dedicated men and women of DPAA have identified 72 of the 388 missing or unknowns from the Oklahoma. And we are more than optimistic that we will be able to identify nearly all of them within 5 years. In front of you, within the grove of marble pillars with black ribbon, are photographs of those warriors who for over 7 decades laid under a stone that said unknown, but have now been identified by DPAA and their next of kin notified. They are now accounted for within the national record, returned to the care of their families, and probably most importantly, are no longer known only to God. That advancements in science, coupled with an energized commitment from our government to uphold the sacred creed that we will leave no one behind, has resulted in a celebrated time in which we can say with great confidence that there are no longer unknowns. If we can get to the remains and we have the family samples, we'll identify them. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say one more time, no more unknowns. We now find ourselves in a wonderful time and an exciting time to finally be able to restore the names of our unknown heroes lying in graves or still on battlefields throughout the world. In great part by what we have learned and continue to learn in the examination of the men of the Oklahoma. What a wonderful and fitting legacy for these men. So today is for sure a day of reflection about the great price that has been paid, and as we all know, continues to be paid to free mankind from tyranny and oppression. But it also is a day to celebrate the spirit of man, as we the living bear witness to the goodness and greatness that can be restored and rise from the very depths of darkness. And finally, to the warriors of the USS Oklahoma, your sacrifice has inspired our warriors today to carry on the difficult task of defending our freedoms throughout the world. And gentlemen, as you take your leave from this place, take pride in knowing our national values continue to be strengthened. And know in your hearts that our sacred promise that we will leave no one behind is faithfully being fulfilled. May God bless the men of the USS Oklahoma and their families. God bless our armed services. And may God continue to bless our great republic.